So right now we are super excited out here because we have just launched our ITA program here in the UK. Come on. Now we have got our founder and our chairman and our visionary of Planet Marketing here to be able to officially launch the ITA program by cutting the ribbon. Mr. Bradley.
Very exciting time. Yeah, this is the beginning of an amazing future.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, right now we are revolutionising the travel industry here in the UK with our ITA programme. Now, I would like to bring the first speaker of today up, Mr. Toby Da Costa. Now, he is a one-star director. He is a founding director. He is one of the top 100 income earners in the whole of Planet Marketing, which is over 18,000 people strong. Amazing, right?
Yeah.
So now, Mr. Toby Da Costa, please come up.
Oh no, you can keep going. How we doing, everyone? We good?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Guys, who's excited to be here? We're in for a great show tonight. You know, can I have where are our guests at? Show of hands, please, if you're a guest in the room today. Seeing this for the first time, let's give them a round of applause. They've been at home watching Saturday Kitchen, but they decided to come out and see something amazing. I'm so excited. Earlier, Talent asked everyone, do we like to travel? And everyone said yes, clearly, right? But what I want to find out is, where have we been? In the last 12 months, where have you been? Feel free to shout out to me. Where have you been in the last 12 months on holiday?
Mallorca,
America.
Jamaica,
Mexico,
Italy,
okay, let's check up here. Who's travelled the furthest? Singapore. Can anyone beat Singapore? Sorry? Nepal. That's cool. Australia. Okay, that's anyone in space in the room? Okay, let's switch gears a second. I want to see if I'm in a room of dreamers. Where would you like to go? If you're in Heathrow Airport right now, time and money, no issue, where would you go?
Hawaii, round the world,
Fiji, Mali, Seychelles. How come no one said Brixton? Because we're in a room of dreamers. I love it, guys. You're in for a great show this evening. If you are a guest with us this morning, you're going to absolutely love what we have to show you here this morning. We've truly found something unique. As you can see, we have our founder, Mr. Bradley here. Give him another round of applause. All the way from Atlanta, Georgia, and he's here today because he's passionate about this company, this opportunity. And as I said before, hold on to your seats, hold on to your hats, hold on to everything you've got, because you're going to love what we're going to see. Let's dive into this.
If you could close your eyes and imagine your dream lifestyle, your ideal combination of work and play, why not choose the largest industry in the world for the biggest opportunity? Base it on something everyone buys and everyone wants to talk about. Where with every paycheck you earn, you have the satisfaction of knowing you've made someone else's dream come true. An easy, part-time home-based business where you are your own boss. Where your next raise comes when you pack your bags and explore the world. Where you don't have to miss any more big games, recitals or family dinners. Where you have the kind of support that lets you work for yourself but never by yourself. Where you don't have to invest in costly startup or ongoing inventory. Now open your eyes and discover IntelliTravel. IntelliTravel is a long-established, respected company with over 25 years of experience in helping people find success right in the comfort of their own homes as travel sellers. In fact, IntelliTravel invented the idea. Now you can earn commissions every time family, friends, co-workers, everyone you know books travel. The world has changed, travel has changed, but travel agents are needed now more than ever before to help travelers navigate the confusion of offers and brand names with a personal touch that no website can provide. Introducing you. IntelliTravel allows you to share your passion and offer educated advice and caring service. IntelliTravel provides the ease of cutting-edge technology and the advantage of direct relationships with all the top travel brands in the world to make your customers' dreams a reality. No schools to attend, no invoices or billing to manage. From your home office or on the go, full-time, part-time, the right time. And all the while, the world is your classroom as you travel yourself, more and better than ever before. IntelliTravel prides itself on excellent customer service, technology, automated marketing, and agent-optional education. After decades, IntelliTravel is so confident in the success of our agents that we stand behind a 100% no questions asked money-back guarantee, as well as a unique profitability guarantee. Turn your passion into income, do something you already love, and now get paid to do it. And in the process, learn, grow, and have fun. If you were going to build the perfect home business, it would look like IntelliTravel, and we've already done it for you. IntelliTravel, the original travel agency at home.
Woo! That's a round of applause. Did anyone else get goosebumps watching that? Yeah. And you start to imagine the possibilities, right? I love it. Turn your passion of travel into an income. And that's what this company is all about. Planet Marketing are partnered with an amazing company called IntelliTravel. And here is our founder, Mr. James Farrar, who is our president and founder. He's had over 25 years experience in the travel world. James Farrar is a travel mogul, well respected and known by all the major brands and suppliers that you know, love, and use today. And I love what IntelliTravel have done because they brought innovative ideas, concepts to the marketplace that have been taken on board by other great companies. They're accredited certification from CLIA to IATA, an A+ rating with the BBB, which is the Better Business Bureau. You know, they're recognized for excellence. And I love it because they have an exclusive partnership with Planet Marketing. So Planet Marketing sells the IntelliTravel opportunity, and IntelliTravel sells travel. Does that make sense? Yeah. So we are travel agents. Say after me, we are
Travel agents.
We are
Travel agents.
And it's an exciting world, ladies and gentlemen. It's about exploring the infinite possibilities and realizing the earning power of the largest industry in the world. This is going to give you a unique opportunity, put you in a powerful position where now you can become that go-to person for your friends, family, your circle, everyone you know in your world, and you can help people's dreams become a reality. How would you like to book cruises? Has anyone been on a cruise before? Yeah. Oh man, we need to go cruising, guys. We need to stop watching Titanic and go cruising. Let me ask you a question again. Has anyone been cruising before? Yes. Okay, for the people who've been cruising, keep your hands up. Now, if I look around the room, can you see the smiles on their faces? That's why we need to go cruising. We didn't have the opportunity to book cruises, weddings, honeymoons, corporate events, church retreats, or whatever group event it might be. As I said before, it puts you in that position where people gather around you because you're the person with the deal. It's an exciting world. We're talking about earning up to 80% commission, 70 to 80%. That's paid back to the IntelliTravel agent through our travel agency, IntelliTravel. And you're going to have partnerships with all the major vendors worldwide. There's no third-party intermediaries. We've got the best customer support team anywhere around. Why? Because it's your business. And you want to be educated. We believe what's more important than being excited is to be educated. Would you agree? Yeah. Right? So you're going to have your own personalized website. I love our website. Has anyone accessed your website yet so far? Yeah. Right? It's so exciting. And with this website, you can book travel for yourself, friends and family. You can also send your website out to friends and family, and they can book travel through your website. And guess who earns the commission? That's right. Right? You're going to have your email marketing program, your sales tools, print advertising material, business cards, etc. And I love it because when I got started, I was looking for a ready-made business. You see, I'm not good with websites, Stephen. I don't know how to create them. I don't know how to code. Last code I did was, probably something in primary school or something. I wanted to have something that was ready-made, a turnkey business. And that's what IntelliTravel have done. That's why they've expanded the network all over the world to over 18,000 people worldwide of travel agents who are booking travel. So this is a turnkey business, all of your materials here for you, ready to win. Someone say, show me the money. I know that's what you're thinking right now. How much money is there to be made in the travel industry? Remember, keep in mind, we're talking about the largest industry in the world. You know, most of the industries rely on our industry, transportation, etc. Let's talk about this. Anyone know someone who travels a lot for work, for business, right? Someone who's constantly on the go? You know, you're talking about your frequent business traveler. They may book 3 nights in a hotel, maybe 3 times a month, and now they can book it through your website. Why? Because you're a travel agent. And it's something you want to let your friends and family know. They can go through your website, and the commission you can make is £117, based on what someone was going to do anyway. Like I said, if you know that person who's traveling a lot, they're going to do it anyway, okay? How about this? A golf trip in St. Andrews for a group of 4 people. You know, we're looking at a small snippet of all of the different varieties that you can book, whether it's cruises, flights, hotels, condos, all-inclusive holidays, apartments, villas, whatever it may be, car hire. There's so much for you to book. I like to say the travel industry is a big playground. You decide where you want to go play, right? You know, how about this? Golfing trips, St. Andrews, and this could be, for example, ladies, it could be a spa day, right? It could be in activities, etc. And you've gone ahead and booked this, and your commission, £230. Is anyone already that person in your group of friends or family where you're already doing the bookings for everyone anyway? Right? Right? And that was me. Every single time my family were traveling, Toby, right? And that may be you. But the problem is you're not getting paid for it. But now you can. Do we have any romantics in the room? Starting a bit controversial, David, right? And you know, if you're not with someone, you know, it still counts if you have a teddy bear at night, you know, you can still hold your teddy bear. How about an all-inclusive resort trip to Cancun, Mexico? Anyone been to Cancun before? Beautiful place. I love Cancun, Mexico. Oh my gosh, with myself and my brothers were there a few years ago. Amazing place. Amazing people, you know, the culture, the food. You get my point, right? Mexico is amazing. And I love it because you cannot just book travel through your website. You cannot just send your website out to other people, but now you can work directly with suppliers and vendors as well. And you can package a holiday for someone, you know, and here's what I want everyone to remember. The unique X factor about this business is you. You're the unique X factor. You see, Expedia is not going to send someone a thank you letter, Danny, when they book with their money, but you are. Expedia is not going to find out the best places to go, you know, the best places to stay, and where not to go, but you know. Everyone take a moment and think about that destination, that city, that country that you've been to so many times. Maybe you go there every year and you love it so much. Now let's say, in fact, shout out to me, someone shout a destination out to me, where you know so well you've been to, let's say every year. Portugal, perfect. I've never been to Portugal before. That was a lie. But I've never been to Portugal before, right? Let's say I want to go to Portugal, I want to take my family there, but I've never been there before. I don't know where to go, where to look, where to book, where to stay, where not to stay, right? And I've got my good friend here, Robert Fox, and I'm going to probably come to you and give him a call and say, hey Robert, you know, where should I go? Where have you been? What hotel did you stay at? And is Robert not going to give me all the information? Yes or yes? Yeah. Right? So he's going to give me all of that information. What is he doing right now? He's acting as a travel agent. Wait, is he going to get paid? No. Can we start to see the power of this program? It's something we're doing anyway. So you've become a specialist. So let's say you're a specialist in Mexico, Cancun, and you package a honeymoon trip for someone. Maybe it's a honeymoon, or maybe it's just 2 people looking to get away, and your commission is £435. Someone give that a round of applause. That's exciting. Keep in mind, you're the unique X factor in this business. 5-day group cruise, we talked about cruising before. This is a family reunion. Let's say you book 20 cabins. It could be around the Mediterranean or maybe around the Caribbean, and you put together this trip, right? Now, let me just quickly talk about cruising. Cruising is amazing. And for those of you who have never been cruising before, here's your opportunity, which is coming. You're going to look at it later on as well. Cruising is so much value packed into one environment. You've got your accommodation. We're talking about 5-star accommodation, just like a hotel. You've got your food, your dining, your buffet. You've got your entertainment, theatre, just like the theatre you have in London, for example. You've got activities. Did anyone see that video I posted a few weeks ago of me playing football on the cruise ship? You see the chicken nutmeg as well, right? That was on purpose. You've got everything there for you to enjoy and to have fun, and you're paying an amazing price for that. And that's the experience. That's why cruising is so popular, and they're making more cruise ships now than ever before. So you've gone ahead and you've booked a family cruise, 20 cabins, you've put loads of people on the ship. How much commission do you think you're going to make from this as a travel agent? Shout out to me. How much do you think you'll make?
1,000?
1,000? 50? 800? 800?
1,730.
Haven't seen it. Someone say ching-ching. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a nice chicken salary right here. Booking travel, making people's dreams come true from the comfort of your home in your pajamas. It's a powerful business, ladies and gentlemen. And I love it because it's every brand. It's every destination. You see, us here in the UK, we're picky, right? We like what we like and we're familiar with what we're familiar with. You know, we don't want to fly with no funny airlines that we've never, been on before. We don't want to stay in no dodgy hotels where we wouldn't send our worst enemy to, would we? Now, we want to stay in places that we know and love. We're talking about Hilton, Marriott, British Airways, Embassy Cruises, P&O. We're talking about Virgin, etc. Anyone recognize any of these brands here? These are the brands that you can start working with. And this is what being a travel agent is all about. Intel Travel have an incredible university program. We say it all the time, the more you learn, the more you earn. Absolutely, so I've gone too fast there. So I love it because you can have fun learning and earning, and it's all about self-development. You see, the last thing we want is for you to get started and not know what you're doing. Intel Travel have a first-class university program that's designed to take someone with zero experience through the modules to learn travel. Isn't that fantastic? Yeah. Right? So you can start your business from the ground up and work your way up to the point where you're booking big trips, big travels, helping people dreams come true, and ultimately what you're doing is you're building a brand. Can you imagine your brand, Travel with Robert, or Cruise with Robert, right? Or whatever it may be for you. That's what you're doing. You can become better educated on travel vendors, industry products, and what we mean by that is you can take live classes, not just with the Intel Travel University, but with, for example, Disney or Royal Caribbean Cruises. Who would like to become a Disney specialist? Any big kids in the room? Yeah. Right? Oh, yeah. The possibilities are endless. Acquire vendor-specific certification, and all of this is to ultimately position yourself to better sell travel. Is this making sense so far? Yeah. Are we seeing the potential and the power of this opportunity? Yeah. It's very unique. Never been done before in the UK. I love it because as travel agents, our classroom effectively is the world. You see, this is not like any other company, ladies and gentlemen, where you're going to be walking around, knocking door to door, carrying a sack of lotions or potions, right? We're talking about travel. You can't carry a Boeing 477, plane on your back. You can't carry Jamaica on one side of your shoulder now. You have to go and experience it yourself. Does that make sense? Right? So check this out. Carnival Cruise Ship. They have given us access to their cruise ship on the Carnival Splendor for 4 nights, ocean view cabin for £150. That's exciting. And understand, this is the same RC. We like to call it, David, an educational holiday, right? You're going to learn something while you're having fun. And while you're on the ship, you want to get better familiar with the property and the cruise ship. That's what it's all about. How about this? Club Med, all inclusive. Mexico again, right? In Ixtapa, Mexico, 4 nights, all inclusive. Anyone had a Club Med? Yeah. That's real good. Yeah, that's really good. £150, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think they heard me tell them. You can't stay in Travelodge for 2 nights for that price. £150? All inclusive in Mexico? I'm getting ready to put a group together and book that travel right now. That's what I'm talking about. That's the type of experiences I want to be experiencing. And you have to understand, it's tough being a travel agent. You see, someone has to go to the property and test out the 3.5 roll factor on the bed, which means you have to roll over 3.5 times just to get from one side to the other side of the bed. Someone has to go to the bar, Stephen, and test out the cocktails and make sure it's just about the right amount of rum in there, before you recommend it to your clients. Someone has to taste the food. It's me. I'm traveling, ladies and gentlemen. And this is your opportunity to do the same. It's a powerful business. And as you're doing the same, it's what we do anyway. You go on holiday, you experience everything, and we come back home to the UK and we do what? But now we're going to do talking and get some pay as well. It's an amazing business. Let's move on very quickly. And as I mentioned before, IntelliTravel have been doing this for 25 years. And this alone. That's the type of company I want to build, my organization and build a business on a solid foundation. Not a company that's come around, trying something new, hasn't got a reputation, hasn't got the experience or credentials. 25 years. Everyone take a moment and think about what you were doing 25 years ago. We've got your age now. Right? That's the type of company I want to build. I love the assurances that we have, and we are a transparent company. We believe in that. We wouldn't have been able to grow and have the success that we've had so far if we weren't a transparent company. Would you agree? Yeah. Best travel price assurance, which basically means it enables you to do a price match. We offer competitive rates in travel, the same vendors and suppliers that you're familiar with and you're used to anyway. You can offer that unique service that you offer, your personal touch. But in the case if someone found something that was slightly less, for example, than what you have on your website, if it's the same itinerary, apples to apples, pairs for pairs, as we say in the travel industry, you can offer a price match, which ultimately means that business is coming to you, because someone's going to pay someone anyway, right? Enables you to get the commission. I love it because we have a 30-day, 100% money back guarantee. No questions asked. You tell me what other companies do that right now. Not many, right? And the reason why we have that is because we're confident, we're transparent. We know the moment you've stepped inside and you've logged into your back office, you're going to love what this company has put together. And we are at the pioneering stage right now of the UK. Can you imagine where this will be a year from now? Lorraine, can you imagine where this will be 5 years from now in the UK? We know we love to travel in the UK. The most travel, you go in London, everyone's coming into London, in and out of London, for example. And this is going to be huge. And I love what IntelliTravel's mission is. They see the UK as the gateway to Europe. 300 million, roughly, in America, Mr. Bradley?
321.
723 million in Europe? Can we see the opportunity? Yeah. And we are at the beginning of it right now. And finally, the risk-free profit assurance, which basically means if you have not made more than what you've invested throughout 1 year, as long as you've gone through the training program, and I love that the company put that in place because they want you to be educated more than being excited. As long as you've gone through the training program, the company will simply pay you back the difference of what you've invested in your first year. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's about making a quality decision. And I'm sure you've seen some information so far, which is, not just got you excited, but educated you about the possibilities. I want everyone to start thinking about what is it that you love? What is it that you're always, maybe you have a deep desire of wanting to do, whether it's cruises or flights or hotels or maybe that destination, you can become a Barbados specialist or a Dubai specialist. Think about that and become a specialist and build your travel business, your travel brand around it. And I promise you, you're going to be in for some incredible income opportunities. Make a quality decision. For 1, for 2, you can get started in the travel industry. That's a round of applause moment right there. There's many, access points into the travel industry for thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds. And I love what this company's done. They've made it affordable, for the average person to start with zero experience and earn high commissions. And we do have people earning high commissions in the travel industry. People don't realize how lucrative the travel industry is. And your monthly membership, which will give you access to all the ongoing support, all the ongoing training, and your specialty training as well for just £32. Simply incredible. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the travel presentation. We've come to the end of, understanding more about being a home-based travel agent. And if I could just end on this, working from home is an amazing thing. And I love it because it's something flexible. You can do around your current commitments. Whatever it is that you're doing, etc., you can work this around. You can build this on a spare time basis. a part-time basis, Teresa, or maybe you're looking to do this on a full-time basis. Maybe you're looking to replace your current income, whatever it may be, or maybe add to your income. This is an opportunity that will allow you to do just that. But who would like to see how you can make some more money? Yeah. Ooh, some more money, oh yes. And who would like to see how you can build a team of travel agents as well? You see, into the Travel on Planet Marketing, our mission is we're looking to expand, just like any other company. Right, so by doing so, we have an incredible marketing program that will show you exactly how you can start building a team. And I must stress, this side is completely optional. If you want to just be a travel agent like my mother, you can just book travel. But if you love the idea of building a team and being a travel agent, you want to pay close attention to the information you're about to hear next. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to bring to the front a young gentleman who is not just enjoying travel, enjoying cruises and flying around the world and having an amazing time with the travel opportunity, but he's building a team as well. He has one of the largest teams in not just the UK, but all of Europe, ladies and gentlemen. He is what we call a founding director, a one-star director. He has a heart of gold, and everyone knows him as Mr. John Da Costa.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, can we have a huge hand for Mr. Toby Da Costa? Someone who's really pioneering this movement, but you guys know me by now. We're gonna stand up, right? Let's get up, let's go. I want you to turn to someone on your left, and I want you to turn around and tell them, get ready. Get ready. I need you to turn to that person on your left, hold them by the hand and say, get ready. Get ready. And I need you to turn to someone on the right, shake them by the hand and say, get set. Get set. Now this way it gets crazy. I need you to find anybody in the room right now and just tell them, get paid. Get paid. More money, more money. Ladies and gentlemen, we're so excited about this marketing program. And just hands in the room right now who's taking advantage of this marketing compensation plan right now. Wow, just a huge round of applause for all those people right now. And here's why we're so excited about it. Mr. Warren Buffett, you know, one of the highest earning documented individuals in the world, said never rely on a single source of income. You must invest to create a second source. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we know that we cannot be sitting on a one-legged chair, right? We know we can't sit on a two-legged chair. Some of you may think about sitting on a three-legged chair, but I've seen it go very badly. But we sit on a four-legged chair because we want to make sure that it is stable. And it's incredible that, you know, in school I was taught to rely on one source of income, you know, when I had multiple lanes of bills, you know, flowing through my household, in and out of my bank account, you know, and I was supposed to tackle, you know, 5 guys with 1 guy. It didn't make sense to me until I got taught another way. And when I got taught another way, someone said there's another way. There's another way. And when I got taught this other way, it not only made sense, it made pounds. Wow. You know, and ladies and gentlemen, now I'm going to show you exactly what we're doing with Planet Marketing and why Planet Marketing right now has gone on to create something truly phenomenal in the UK. So ladies and gentlemen, right now I want everyone to take the time and imagine time freedom. Imagine time freedom, imagine financial freedom. Just shout out to me right now, what would you be doing if, okay, let's do it like this. Your boss has just decided to do something that, you know, he's never done before, or she's never done before. And they've decided to give you a 6-month advance on your salary. Why is everyone laughing, right? He's giving you a 6-month advance on your salary. Yeah, right. And they've also given you 6 months off. How many of you know that you can do that for yourself, right? But imagine your boss decided to do this. Where would you go, or what would you be doing? Shout it out to me. Route 66. Route 66. Wow.
Shopping.
Shopping.
A world cruise.
A world cruise?
Yeah.
Wow. Anyone else? What would you be doing with that time and financial freedom?
I'll be investing never to return to that job.
Someone said they'll be using that 6 months to find out how to not go back, right? Ladies and gentlemen, here with Planet Marketing, this is what we're all about, designing your ideal life. Designing your ideal life, and you're going to find out how you can earn more. And this is through a home-based business. And the power of doing something from a home-based business is it allows you to do it wherever you are. It allows you to do it whether you're at home. It allows you to set up a business anywhere you are in the world. You know, so now you are not limited to having to clock in or clock out, because you can truly start to earn an income whether you're on your way to work or whether you're on your way back from work and never to return, right? You're also going to find out how you can travel more. Learn the secrets of travel professionals. You know, and this is truly something I got excited about, what IntelliTravel have provided for us. What Mr. Toby DaCosta shared with us is something that is taking over, you know, multiple industries. Because everyone knows that travel goes through every single industry. You know, for any industry to operate, they need the travel industry. So now you guys are going to be able to have access, you know, specific access to that industry, and it's amazing. And we're going to also find out how we can save more. Save on what we're doing anyway. How many of you know that saving is just as important as making?
Yes.
Awesome stuff. So, who are we? Well, we're going to start with this man right here. Our chairman. Our chairman and founder of the board, and every single time I do this presentation, you know, and there's always a round of applause. I always say, you know, we can hear this from 5,000 miles away, right? But, you know, I know for now, definitely, Mr. Bradley, you heard, you know, that round of applause right there. You know, and we're truly excited for what you've created, you know, an online business based in Atlanta, Georgia, you know, which boasts solid company leadership. And we're truly excited about that leadership. You know, offering an opportunity to earn now income, you know, for a sustained financial future. And take a look at this, our corporate leadership. This is Mr. Andy Kaufman, our president and CEO. Everyone say hi, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
I hope someone caught that. Andy is an incredible gentleman. For those of you who've met Andy, just a show of hands, for those of you who've met Andy, an incredible gentleman and CEO, someone who truly is, you know, excited to click that button on payday, you know, to make sure everyone gets paid on time and paid early, and we're so excited about that, right? Absolutely. And this is Leanne Chocolate, our COO. You know, she manages the Planet support team, direct field operations, and she makes sure that when you have an inquiry for Planet Marketing, there is someone on the other side of that phone or that email to make sure they respond to you and help you build a profitable business. Make sense? Yeah. Amazing. So let's take a quick second and take a look at why we are investing in the travel industry right now. Well, it's very simple. It's a $5 trillion industry right now. It's going to grow to be a $9 trillion industry in the next 10 years. That's clue number one. Don't you agree? Mm-hmm. You know, an industry that's going to grow by $4 trillion in the next 10 years, in the next decade. You know, imagine where you will be in that next decade. You know, if your leg is placed inside the travel industry today, you know, because if that industry grows and you're inside it, you grow with it. Does that make sense? Yeah. You know, it's the #1 research category online. You know, people are always researching this, and we did our own research and found out that it's usually researched during the hours of 9 to 5. You know, and ladies and gentlemen, where are we during the hours of 9 to 5? At work. At work, right? You know, and it's amazing that, you know, people are at work and someone's, you know, manager or boss, you know, has got to tick them off, right? So they're now looking for their next holiday, right? It's the older generation. They absolutely love the travel industry. When people retire, they retire with a little bit of money, right? And a lot of time, you know, and what do they want to do with that money and time? They want to travel, right? And the millennials, you know, we have a few millennials with us, and you know, these millennials, they complain that they haven't got money for textbooks in uni, but yet they manage to spend 140 billion in the travel industry every single year, right? You know, so I love the millennials because what they're going out there and doing is expanding their mind. You know, and they understand that travel is the new way to live and function, and it's just more accessible today. Does that make sense? Yeah. I mean, you know, I remember back in the days when you had to book travel on teletext, right? You know, everyone remember that? Yeah. I think there was like 3 trips on there. You know, but now people have the opportunity to travel and book travel from the comfort of their home, from their mobile phone. So almost everyone you know is traveling or wants to travel, so why not get paid on what people are doing anyway? Does that make sense? Yes. Amazing. So right now what I'm going to do, very quickly, I'm going to show you 3 powerful ways for all of you people right now who are looking at this business model, 3 powerful ways that you could go ahead and if you apply any of these 3 simple systems, you could have a brand new online check in your bank account next week. Anyone excited about that? Yes. Yeah? Amazing. So take a look at this. The first one is the direct sell, and the direct sell is exactly what it says on the tin. It's a direct sell. So if I now was a business partner in Planet Marketing and I shared this business with Robert, and I said, Robert, we're truly doing something amazing, the opportunity to become a home-based travel agent, would you like to partner with me? And Robert says, absolutely, right? So then I go ahead and Robert goes on my website that's automatically generated for me. Robert goes on my website, goes ahead and gets registered as an ITA, an IntelliTravel agent. The company, Planet Marketing, will locate that I was the one who made that direct sell. And because I made that direct sell, they will pay me £40. And you get paid £40 for every single direct sell that you make. There's no limit to how many direct sales you can make, and you can simply get paid. If I go out there and share this with 10 people, you get paid £40 times 10, which is £400. Now, what I got excited about this because I realized that, I have the opportunity to make £400 next week. Someone's going to catch that, right? I have unlimited earning potential because I'm not restricted by anything now. Does that make sense? Now, what I love about this program is that they also put in place a 50% check match. And what I love about this is that what happens if Robert knows a few people who he likes enough to tell about this, right? Now, when Robert goes and shares this business, the opportunity to become a home-based travel agent with his friends and his family, his co-workers, Robert's going to get paid that £40 direct sell commission. But the company's also going to pay me a 50% check match simply because I was the one who referred it to Robert. So when Robert shares it with someone like Rosie, and Robert gets paid £40, I automatically get paid 50%, which is £20. So if Robert goes out and next week makes £400, I would automatically make £200 direct 50% check match. Does that make sense? Yeah. And the amazing thing about that is that I might have been asleep whilst that took place. I might have been at the restaurant and just spent £100 on a bill and realized that I just doubled my money back. And now you get an opportunity to now be motivated to support and help. Now, if I understand this model, I'm going to be calling Robert on a very regular basis, right? Say, hey, Robert, who do you know, right? Because now I'm excited to help Robert make £400. Does that make sense? Yeah. And then we have our team bonus as well. And our team bonus states that when you now become a gold builder in this company, a gold builder is to go out there and just personally sponsor 9 IntelliTravel agents. When you become a gold builder, you're going to now earn an additional £8 for every single person that goes out there and becomes an IntelliTravel agent in your organization. Now, this now doesn't matter whether you personally told them, it also doesn't matter whether Robert personally told them. What happens if it was Rosie who told that person, right? Because I'm the gold builder in that leg, or whoever the gold builder is in that leg, that gold builder will now get paid £8. Now, you've got to understand how powerful this is, because what happens if you go out there and build a team of 100 people, or let's say 50 people, right? And out of that 50 people, 10 of them go out there in the team, anywhere in that team, and go and sponsor a new IntelliTravel agent. 10 people sponsored a new IntelliTravel agent in your organization has just earned you £80. And you haven't logged onto a single one of those websites or shared any of that information. Does that make sense? But now you get an incredible opportunity to earn an income. So now you get the opportunity to build a income that is truly going to surpass you in terms of the hours that you can put in this business. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Great. So we have our Builder program, and we're truly excited about this Builder program because, you know, in Planet Marketing, it's all about award and recognition. And right now, what we want to do is we want to recognize some of the people in the room today. We're truly excited because, you know, more and more, there is becoming more and more evidence in the United Kingdom. And, you know, I believe Mr. Bradley over in the US, they understand that we are coming for first place. You know, I believe, you know, that we are truly moving faster than we could imagine, and now we're about to take it to a whole new level. So right now, what I want to do is quickly bring to the front of the room all the bronze builders. If you have personally sponsored 3 or more, all the bronze builders, just quickly come to the front of the room. Round of applause for all the bronze builders, ladies and gentlemen. Can we have all our silver builders to the front of the stage? Silver builders. If you have personally sponsored 6 IntelliTravel agents or more, silver builders to the front of the stage. We're just going to quickly pass the mic around to each one, and it's just going to be name and location. Name and location.
Neville from Lee in London.
Julian from Birmingham.
Round of applause for our silver builders, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for our silver builders. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this level, this is where the party really gets started. At Gold Builder, these individuals would have gone out there and now opened up that first level of that team matrix, earning that extra £8 for every single person in their organisation. They're also going to earn 10% of their personal representatives that they've sponsored in their monthly earning commissions as well. So if you sponsor someone and help them earn an extra £500 on a monthly basis, you're going to now earn 10% override of that, which is an extra £50 to you, and that happens for every single person you personally sponsored. But here's the big one. At Gold Builder level, these individuals also earn 10% on their personally sponsored IntelliTravel agents travel booking commissions. That's a big deal. If you sponsor 10 people, 10 IntelliTravel agents, and help each of them earn on average £1,000 a month booking travel, you earn £100 override for each of the 10. That's £1,000 a month override that you're earning for not booking a single trip, ladies and gentlemen. That's a big deal. Please help me welcome our Gold Builders and Direction Training. Gold Builders and Direction Training.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jamal Powell, and I'm an electrician.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Seymour Cameron. I'm an operations manager. I'm now a travel agent and also a Planet Marketing business owner.
Hi everybody, I'm Anne-Marie. I'm from West London and I'm a travel agent.
Good afternoon everybody, I'm Marissa Calendar. I'm a registered childminder, paediatric healthcare assistant. I'm now a travel agent. And yeah, so I'm from South East London, Forest Hill.
Someone say another level. This is our residual income. This is what we like to call Michael Jackson money. You know, it's truly because it's gonna follow you even before you even realize that it's following you. It's gonna follow you to the ends of this earth, as long as you are plugged into the program. This residual income is a 3x9 team build matrix, and this is what you are building for on a monthly basis. So as you can see in the yellow column here, the company is going to pay out £3 for every single IntelliTravel agent that is in your organization that is enjoying this program, that is enjoying booking travel, that is enjoying the benefits that they have as an IntelliTravel agent on a monthly basis. Every time they renew their subscription on a monthly basis, the company is going to award you and say, you're doing a great job. You know, and they're going to pay you £3 every single month for every single person. And in the orange box in the middle, you can see here that, you know, this is the amount of people that you can have on each level, which there are 9. You know, so on my first level, I can have my first 3. You know, so once I get my first 3, my first level is complete, which simply means that if I go out there and personally sponsor my 4th IntelliTravel agent, they are going to naturally fall on my 2nd level, which can hold a total of 9 people. And what is amazing about this company is that that 4th person that I sponsored actually falls into the organization of the first person that I sponsored. So now I get to help support and build you know, with my friends and family, and help them build a business whilst they're still understanding, you know, the power of this company and the power of the compensation plan. Does that make sense? Yeah. Amazing. And as you can see, you know, your team can grow to phenomenal sizes because we're now talking about, you know, a long-term plan. You know, we're talking about the next 12 to 24 to 36 months. You building something, you know, in a world where you're already living and already existing, but now you are going to be building something that will change your family's bloodline. Does that make sense? Yeah. Amazing. And I want everyone to take, you know, a good look right now. I know it might be a bit hard to see, but the potential payout in the grey box right here is phenomenal. You know, and ladies and gentlemen, just to give you some figures sake here, you know, an extra. Let me just see a show of hands who's satisfied with an extra £500 a month. Do I need to raise it? Yeah. Okay. I'm in the right room. Can I see a show of hands who's satisfied with an extra £1,000 a month? Oh, yeah. Some of you greedy? Yeah. Can I go as high as an extra £3,000 a month? Sold to that gentleman over there. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I want to see if there's, you know, any pioneers in this room, an extra £10,000 a month. And if you're sitting here looking at the person next to you who's just raised both hands up, understand that person will be very wealthy. You know, but I really understand the power of this compensation plan, and you know, I just want to see if there's any visionaries in the room. An extra £40,000 a month, ladies and gentlemen. Is there anyone who can see that changing their life? You know, and I understood that I could work. You know, I could work from 9 to 5, from 9 to 5, from 9 to 5, from 5 to 9 for 40 years, and I understood that I could never see those figures. And I understood that the time that I would invest in that job, if I only went and invested it in a business that I own, I would start to understand the concept of wealth. You know, and I really understood these numbers because I understood, you know, if I decided to think from a positive mindset, you know, I like to say I decided to be an optimist prime rather than a negatron. You know, I understood that this business or this compensation plan could transform my future. You know, and when you understand the power of these numbers, you understand the potential inside of you. Wow. Because every single person sitting before me right now, sitting in this room right now, has the same opportunity with Planet Marketing. Planet Marketing just needs you. It just needs you to tap into your superstar. And when you tap into your superstar, the numbers will make sense. The income will not be too far-fetched. The change of what you drive will now become the norm. The change of where you live will now become the norm. The people you can help will now become the goal. And simply, you get the opportunity to dictate your future through Planet Marketing. So ladies and gentlemen, as we go on right now to our director program, I'm not going to take you through this. I'm excited to bring up a gentleman who you all know and love, someone who is truly, you know, just leading the charge in the UK market, in Europe. You know, ladies and gentlemen, it just blows me away to know that this person right now is currently the #8 income earner, I believe, worldwide. You know, out of 18,800 people right now worldwide, the #8 income earner in the whole company. He is not only a US 6-figure income earner, a sapphire ring wearer, the #1 income earner. Ladies and gentlemen, I need someone to stand on their feet and give me a huge round of applause for our 3-star director, Mr. David DaCosta.
I need a huge round of applause for John DaCosta. Thank you very much. I need a huge round of applause for Toby DaCosta. A huge round of applause for Taryn Cox. And of course, all the way from the United States of America, a huge round of applause for Mr. Bradley. Who's excited about the greatest opportunity of your life? Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, I'm just in awe right now. I mean, this is something that we've been working hard for. This is something that you may have been laying in bed one day, just visualizing, dreaming. What would it be like if I knew how to do it? Anybody ever thought that? If I knew how to do it, what do I mean do it? Do what needs to be done to change the fact that I, don't spend the time with my family and it's not based on what I want to do. Somebody else tells me, my grandmother, I can't go and see her. My son, I can't pick him up from school. Somebody else tells me that. Has anybody wanted to change that? Wanted the way that I walk into the shop, knowing what my children like to eat, but I'm going to buy something else because that's what I can afford? Has anybody wanted to think, what could be done to change that? Ladies and gentlemen, if you have been looking for a genuine life-changing opportunity, it is right here in this room. Can you feel it? Yes. Can you feel it? Yes. I feel it. I've got goosebumps right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the presence of greatness. We're around people that have got it done. People just like you. There's no excuse anymore. That director table is growing. Soon it's going to be hitting me. We're going to have more. Does anybody want to sit right here? Yes. It's growing, right? Yes. We're going to have to raise the room. And it's normal people just like you who found the secret to success. I'm going to tell you the secret to success right now. Is anybody listening? Yes. The secret to success. You see, if you ever wanted to be successful, let's say success to you is time and financial freedom. If you knew how to do it, right, you would have done it at 18 years old. Is that fair to say? Yeah. You would not wait until 28, 31, 48. You wouldn't wait, would you? No. If I knew how to have time and financial freedom, I would have done it as soon as I hit the age of 18, when I can legally live my life and do certain things, right? So, we go to work and this is, this is not bash your job, this is not quit your job night. The job is a great thing. It's a good place to start, but for some it's not a good place to finish. Can I get a yes on that? Yes. So, if you knew and if you know that you don't know anybody who just works a job only and has both time and financial freedom, but we want time and financial freedom, and we've never had it before, but we keep doing that thing which has never got anyone else it, but one day we might get it. Because we're special, right? No. You will just be older and in the same place you was in 1991. And I realized to myself, I'm not going to achieve my version of success if I keep doing that. The secret to success, if I can give it to you, if somebody in the room is listening, this is not for everybody, when I give this secret to success, some are going to laugh at it. I put this on Facebook. Some laugh and some make annual income monthly from it. Right? Find a mentor. Find a successful mentor who cares enough about you, who's already done the thing that you need to do, whether your version of success is £1,000 a month residual income, whether it's 2, whether it's 28. Find that mentor. If they are willing to show you, they care enough about your journey, grab hold of them and do not let go. Ladies and gentlemen, all this is just adults in the room, but this is a game. We are playing a high-tech game of follow the leader. I follow Mr. Bradley because all my life I made less than £900 a month. After I joined in a really bad institution called university, which took 4 years of my life, about £30,000, and they offered me that graduate job of £30,000 a year, which was a lie because £900 a month. It's called broke in London, right? But it was okay for me, and everyone says that's okay. But I knew I wasn't going to be able to do what I want to do of that, because I can't buy a door for a house of £900, never mind a house. So I found a mentor, a successful mentor who's done what I wanted to do. And I just followed. I humbled myself, became a student, listened, learned, and followed. We've been doing it all our lives. We listen to our teachers, we listen to our bosses, right? Why would you not do it if somebody actually wants you to earn a certain amount of income? See, the income Mr. Bradley's been able to help me make on a residual basis is nearly 8 times more than my boss would pay me. And if my boss was paying me residually, what Mr. Bradley's helping me earn right now, that means I want to come to work. It's essential. If I come to work, I get paid. If I don't come to work, I don't get paid. Would anybody's boss like them to not come to work and still earn 8 times more than them? No. So why would you follow someone like that? They don't care too much about you and your family, right? So we find a mentor, a successful mentor. Who cares? And Mr. Bradley's here right now. You know, wife and family back at home, but he's here, constantly here, helping us, investing in us, pouring into us to help us succeed. Does anybody feel they're in the right place at the right time? I want to make that really clear. And again, Mr. Bradley created this compensation plan to free families. Is there any families in there who earn some money from this compensation plan? Can I get a show of hands? Families that have made some extra income. It might be that £10 that bought gas. It might be that £200 that bought a holiday to Portugal, right? Did anybody travel to Mallorca with us for £200? Had an absolutely amazing time, right? Yep. Income that's been generated through us helping people. Now, we're very excited about the first rank in the Director Programme. So we're talking about residual income. When that income comes in on the first of the month, this £400 bonus is phenomenal. But, I would love to, get our one-star directors up. I also really want to hear from our one-star directors just very, very quickly, because this is the most important rank. Once you go ahead, you cannot go back. You are now putting yourself in the power to not just help yourself and your family, but people are going to be looking at you, and there's many other people that say, if you can do it, I can do it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring up our one-star directors to give you a quick 30 seconds on what this business really means to them, and how doable is it for you to do this alongside your job, alongside what your company doing. No, you can work full-time on your job, work part-time on your fortune. Does anybody want to do that? Yeah. So please give me a big round of applause for all of our one-star directors, Tony, Carol, Karen, thank you very much. And John DeGrasse.
Thank you. You guys have heard enough from me already. So I'm going to keep it short. I'm going to be very strong. Take pride in how far you come and have faith in how far you can go. This is a real opportunity, a genuine opportunity. If you're looking for a first-class travel product, we have it with IntelliTravel. If you're looking for the best leadership on the planet, we have it, Mr. Bradley. If you're looking for a group of people who truly will create an environment, have created an environment where you can grow and achieve your best version of yourself, we're here in this room right now. This is a real opportunity and it can truly change your life.
Ladies and gentlemen, I understood that if I arrived, at the end, then I would have missed it. And I understood that at this pioneering stage right now where we are at with Planet Marketing and IntelliTravel, I understand timing and positioning. And this is where everyone in this room is right now. You have the right timing, you have the right positioning. Now all it needs is the right you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I think for me, in this position as a one-star director, if you've made up in your mind that you actually want to have a great impact on your communities and actually to help others to actually achieve what they haven't been able to achieve in their 9-to-5 jobs, this is an ideal opportunity. It's an opportunity where you can grow, you can actually learn and get personal development, and if you love travel, it's like the icing on the cake. The product speaks for itself. The commission or the marketing plan also speaks for itself. So there's nothing to force, it's just about sharing. And as you share, if you've got something good, people tap into it. And so for me, it's been a great journey so far, and I personally want to continue to help share, growing an organisation and sharing that with the team, but most importantly, have an impact on local people's lives.
So this is a business that absolutely anybody can win at. If you're doing this part-time, if you're doing it with, a couple of hours, the way that it's designed is that everybody can win. Everybody is able to get involved with this. Everybody is able to take a shot. You just have to be dedicated, you just have to want it, you have to work hard, and you have to have the most strongest why to be able to really push you forward and really go out there for your dreams and your future. For me, this is something that I've been able to do. It's something that has actually changed my life. It's changed my family's life, and I would 100% tell you to get involved right now.
Thank you very much. But As our one-star director sit down, this gives me the greatest pleasure. You see, you know, Planet Market is all about award and recognition. When you go out there and fight, help, and push to change lives, you know, you'll be rewarded for it. And there's a couple in the room who've been fighting, who've been working, who've been helping. And I would like Toby Lacosta and Jamal Powell to come to the front to help me. Hold on. Yeah, I know who it is. To help me present the latest one-star director jackets on our latest UK and European one-star directors, Errol and Vilma. You know, guys, just wanna, you know, hear from our latest one-star directors. What does this mean? This journey, this feeling, what does it mean? Was it worth it?
Well, I can't actually believe what's happened today. And Errol and I, we've had an absolutely amazing journey. For those of you who know our story, you would know that we met through network marketing. Errol was trying to get me into his company, and I was trying to get him into my company. We went to each other's meeting, and I did join Errol's company, didn't join mine, but I told him that my products were good because they were going to make him look young and beautiful and everything. And, so when we got married, we decided that we're not going to do network marketing anymore because we've both invested a lot of money, a lot of time and everything, so we decided not to do this anymore. So how do you think I felt when Errol went back into the industry after we've made that decision? I was Errol's worst skeptic ever. When he told me that he was doing this, I said, listen, we're going to use that money for something else. And I couldn't see the vision when he went in. So what happened was, as he was bringing people in, I was taking them out. I was talking to my sister, my family, and whatever, and I said, no, don't do this, we've been down this road before. And then something amazing happened. Errol took me, he said, come, and I said, no, I'm not going to come. He said, he took me, some friends and some family as well, who's there. They took me to the Dacostas' house, okay? And there was John and Toby that was there doing a presentation, and David Skyped in as well. And it was the very first time that we were meeting them. And everyone was at the edge of their chair and listening intently, okay, to what they had to say. And we were so impressed. And after all that hard work, Errol finally won me over.
Thank you very much, Vilma. I mean, that was taking my thunder actually, because I was going to say exactly what she's going to say, but I've still got some words to say. I mean, being one-star director is the pinnacle. Well, this is the beginning of the pinnacle of our career with Planet Marketing. Why? Because we know the potential that you can have with Planet Marketing. You've seen the evidence. You've seen the evidence here. You've seen the people come up here. You've seen the way that people are talking about Planet Marketing. You can see that the evidence is there and the potential is huge. And we're going to explode in the UK. We are exploding, and this is just the beginning. When I first started with Planet Marketing, I thought, you know what, this is just another travel M&M. I was talking to one of my business associates, and he said to me, you know, travel and M&M don't mix. You know, don't do that. You will lose a shirt off your back. Okay, that's what he said to me, and I said, you know what, I don't agree with you. I think I'm going to go far with this business. He said, you're not. You know, this guy's got years and years of experience in the M&M market, okay? And he's telling me not to do this. And I said, you know what, I'm going to disagree with you. I'm going to do this business, and I'm going to go far with it. And I had the tunnel vision in order for us to go where we are now. It's all surreal, you know, to actually be here and actually speak to you guys. It really is. And, you know, I've brought along my mother. She wanted to know what this was all about. I was telling her dribs and drabs of saying, you know, I'm in the travel business, you know, I'm going to make your life very, very different from what it is now. She said, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. And I said, just watch me. Just watch me in Wilmot. And also, what I would like to say, we could not do this without our team. Are there members of our team here? Can you stand up, please? Can you stand up? These guys have helped us so much. They're like family to us. You know, there's a lot more, but these are the core people in our team, and they've helped us no end. You know, they're like family, and we help each other as much as we can. Thank you very much. We're going to continue to help each other, because when you help each other, you help yourself. Okay. That's all I've got to say, but this is just the beginning, and we're going to go for higher heights. Thank you very much.
Wow, 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 wow. Well, Errol, your friend might have been right. You might have worked so hard, you know, with the travelling, you might have lost a shirt, and you gained a jacket. One more round for our latest one-star directors, Errol and Vilma. Someone say another level. See, when you go out there and you help 300 plus people, and that's the key word, not sell, not pay, not recruit, help 300 plus people get started in our phenomenal home-based travel business. You become a 2-star director. And we only have 1 2-star director in the United Kingdom and in Europe. This is the guy I call the general. This is the guy that travels from country to country, from city to city, helping families change lives all over the United Kingdom, all over the world. He's got teams going from North London, going all the way into New Jersey. Please give me a standing ovation for the second highest income earner in Planet Marketing worldwide in Europe, Andre Sinclair.
What's happening, Planet Marketing? Thank you very much, guys. Guys, repeat after me. Vision. Vision. Again, vision. Vision. Understand that a year ago, these chairs that you guys are sitting on, I used to be the person that put these chairs out in a hotel. That used to be me. But you know what? I had vision. I had vision. And this time last year, we was actually in Portugal. And, you know, we had a conference just like this with Mr. Bradley, very intimate. And my mum, who's sitting over there, you know, at the end of that conference, she broke down in tears. Because we've been through so much as a family. And I said, you know what, from this point onwards, I'm not going to allow my family to go through this anymore. How many of you can relate? Yeah. How many of you know that your family deserves so much more? Yeah? How many of you have been looking for a vehicle? Raise your hands. Yeah. What kind of vehicle you been looking for? A Ford? A Toyota? Here's your Lamborghini right here, ladies and gentlemen. And all you need to do is you need to get in it and you need to drive it as fast as you can. Thank you very much.
Wow, 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 wow. Anyone like the sound of that Lamborghini? Strong, it's fast, it's powerful. You know, the next level 3-star director, where I happen to be the only 3-star director in the UK and Europe, so I'm just going to do my quick dab. See? This is, again, Michael Jackson money, where the work happened a long time ago. Would anybody like to still be getting paid from the first ever job they did when they were 18 years old? Yes. Would you like that boss? Yeah. You're okay, just coming in regardless. Right, see, £1,600 goes into my account on the first of the month, residual income. On the second of the month, my mother takes that money out of my account. Now, I don't have such a problem with that because the work done to get to that rank was done a long, long time ago. So we started on the 19th of January 2016. Does anybody remember what they were doing on the 19th of January 2016? I forgot. but the money didn't forget me. So when that money keeps coming in, that is the money based on the work you've done before. Would anybody want to build an empire for themselves rather than just watching it, right? Yeah. That's what we're talking about again. Ladies and gentlemen, our wealth strategy. And what Donald Bradley has done is created a way that we can pass down generational wealth for the people we care about. You see, no matter how good your job is, you work high up in the bank, you make a great income, you can't pass that down to your son or daughter, right? That's not willable. And when I was sitting down with I was about to say a young gentleman, this gentleman was 66 years old. And I was sitting down in a Starbucks with this gentleman, and I wanted to present him this opportunity. And when we got to this slide about the Planet Pledge, he broke down in tears. And I'm going to explain to you why. You see, what Donald Bradley's created is a way that as you are building your business, God forbid, if anything happens to you, because life is short. And we've seen a lot of things here in the United Kingdom that means, life can be short. Life can be shorter than you thought it would be. But would anybody like to pass down a wheel instead of a bill? You see, throughout the fun and games, life is serious. Does anybody know how much a funeral costs? Right? So many times, we want to pass down income to our families, not income. Who would like to be able to look their family in the eye and say, I've got you? When things happen, I've got you. Not just, I hope it works out, I'll pray, I'll think what I can do. Nothing wrong with prayer, but wouldn't you like to say, I've got you, with confidence, knowing that whatever issue they are facing, you can help them? Would that not be something you want to do? The Planet Pledge can help you do that. It says, once you become a director, you can feel secure, the people on the table right now, that whatever happens to them, their income, monthly, weekly, residual income, travel commissions, passed down to somebody that they choose it to be. Someone they care about, right? You see, when I had that meeting with a gentleman in Starbucks who had been working at Ford Motor Car Company for 41 years, he says, right now, they're firing me with no pay, and before they fired me, they got me to train the 24-year-old engineer who's about to replace him. 41 years working for a company. And I got to the Starbucks a bit after him because I was working somewhere else, and I said, would you like a coffee? I said, why don't you get yourself a coffee? He said, after 41 years working for this company, I genuinely do not have £2 on me to buy a coffee. Now, ladies and gentlemen, again, we're not here to bash your jobs. But would it make sense? Because I know any of these 1-star, 2-star directors on this table, the work they did at their job for even just 6 months is probably even a lot harder than what it does to take 1-star director. Waking up Monday to Friday with a headache, whether you want to be somewhere else, whether you're tired, whether you're hungover or not, and getting to work Monday to Friday for 365 days of the year, that is called consistency, effort, dedication, but to somebody else. Would it not make sense to put even less effort to yourself? Because these gentlemen have hit, some great incomes, and we haven't been doing this for 2 years. Has anybody on this table been working a job for more than 2 years? I would like to think so, yes, right? So we are talking about building wealth for our families, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we have this presentation in our slides now. We didn't normally have it because, we started shortly after the Americans, and they were making some amazing income. We were just getting started. But does anybody know the evidence is in the room, right? It's that Beyonce. See, I confidently wear the sapphire ring on my finger, not because, I want to brag and boast. If I keep talking about my income, someone's going to throw a shoe from the back of the room. I just dodge it like that. But this is the evidence that this is not hitting the hope, this is working. Whether you like it or want it to work, it's working. And it's a fast-moving train. You either get on board or get out the way of the track. I mean, if you don't feel that your friends and family, people around you in your circle want to travel more, want to save more, want to earn more, somebody else will have that conversation with them. And you will see your grandmother coming into this business in someone else's team. All we are doing is aggressively going out there and giving people an opportunity. Not selling, not pitching, an opportunity. If you do so want more from life, we've got a way to do it. And the reason why we're excited is because there's evidence in the room, and the size of the room is tiny. There's some other companies out there, this was their event, this will be the size of the toilet. Am I right or am I right? We are ground floor in an opportunity that's already created strong 5- and 6-figure income earners in the room, and we are just getting started. This is the right place at the right time. Does anybody see themselves wearing a ruby ring? Yes. When you get an email asking for your ring size, I've never been asked that before. My ring size fluctuates based on, food. That's an email that will change your life. Ladies and gentlemen, we have all the tools that we need to help you plug into our business. but the training is available for you. We're going to have some amazing training after this for our business partners, and we've got events going on just like this all around the UK and all around the world. We had some people make some money in their sleep from Jamaica. We had an event in Jamaica, and that's called what? Leverage. And if you're not leveraging, you are being leveraged. See, the only way to really make wealth is when you learn how to make money in your sleep. And unfortunately, they say if you don't, you're going to have to work till you die. Can anybody relate to that? Yeah. Would anybody like to make money in their sleep? Yeah. See, when I wake up, when the directors wake up, they're making 100, 200 pounds in their sleep, they go back to sleep, because that's a good dream. I might sleep again, and then I'm going to go shopping with my dream money. Does anybody like dream money? That's what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. So we're excited. We're going around the world. We have our convention in Atlanta in September. And after that, we're going to where the founder, Mr. Bradley, lives in Baltimore, 2018, which is going to be an absolutely amazing time. And how do we get paid, ladies and gentlemen? Weekly and monthly income. Getting paid, that's right, weekly and monthly, goes into our international Visa card, a Palution card, and it's an amazing way to earn income for your travel business while you're traveling, because it works around the world. I've used this card in Canada, I've used this card in Jamaica, I've used this card in Thailand, I've used this card in Croydon. Right? All around the world. Now we're going to talk about how much to get started on the marketing side of our business. We already know how much it is to own your own travel agency. And did I just say own your own travel agency? That's a business, right? Does anybody know any business owners who own a barbershop or restaurant who pay £32 a month? Can you buy a bag of spaghetti for £32 a month to run a restaurant with, right? Not really. This is an affordable business. Does anybody have a smartphone here that costs less than £32 a month? Right? So if we have children at the age of 10 who have a games console under their TV, which is about £500, which an adult probably paid for, that means everybody in the room has got £32 a month to do something that could change their life. Is that fair to say? Yes. An affordable business that is not just because it's so cheap, doesn't mean it pays out cheap. If anyone's looked on their back office, in terms of booking travel, we have a lady in the USA who's booked $1.1 million US. Now, do you mind it's in dollars? If you turn that into pounds, would you be upset with that? For booking travel. From home, in your pajamas, that's totally set, right? So we are talking about an affordable business, and for just £16 and £16 a month, you have the opportunity to not just sell travel, but to sell travel stores. So if you want to make wealth for your families, you don't sell hamburgers. You sell hamburger stores. You don't sell cars, you sell car dealerships, right? Why would you sell travel, knowing that the whole world wants to do it, and not give the opportunity to that person in Jamaica who would love to book travel in Montego Bay, while you're booking travel in Nottingham, Hill, United Kingdom? Does that make sense? Yeah. Would you like to go to sleep and have your Florida travel agent book that Disney cruise and wake up to some commission from a cruise that you do not know anything about? Powerful, right? So we combine the two, and we have a one-off payment of £158 and only £48 a month to run an international travel business around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I need a round of applause. For the way this company has made it affordable the average person to succeed. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be one of three people, right? You see, many times, if you're person number 3, thank you, right? Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but we just have to be responsible and help you understand what you're saying no to. Many times, again, we do our jobs and we thought that's the only way, but we have to educate you. It's not the only way to make income. See, my mum's Nigerian. Any Nigerians in the house? Show of hands. You see, as a Nigerian, there's only 3 types of acceptable jobs: engineer, doctor, and lawyer. You see, my mother, she determined what I was going to do before I was born. She was heavily pregnant with me, many 20 years ago. I said, what are you having, a boy or a girl? No, I'm having a doctor. But see, I just followed my parents, go to school, get a good education, get a good job. Those are great things. But if you want to create wealth, you need to find someone who's done that and follow them. So if you are number 3 and it's no thank you, that's okay. But we just have to be responsible and let you know what you say no to at this time, because I promise you, you will hear about us again. And when you do, you better hope it's within a week. If it's 2 years later, a lot is going to happen. This table is going to be, we're just going to be putting directors throughout the United Kingdom on those tables. And that means many people in the room are earning wealth for their families. But, we'll give you our business cards. We'll happily take that commission that he was going to give to Expedia anyway, right? Yes. Number 2, you have some questions. Great. Get back in touch with the person who invited you here, get your questions answered, and we will help you position yourself in something that you've never really done before that will change everything for you. And number 1, I can be confident to say, do we have any number ones in the house right now? Show of hands if you are a number one. That just makes sense, right? That just makes sense, right? You're ready to go, you see the vision, you see the opportunity, and as we always like to say, you know, the journey of 1,000 miles really begins with the first step. We invite you to take that first step with us. We are not going to push you in the deep end unless we go traveling, and then we'll push you in the deep end of the pool. But we're going to guide you, hold your hand, show you how we became successful. Because it's a testimony to us if I can help somebody become successful too. This is very different to the mindset of a job, where if I say to somebody, say, Barbara, I'm taking a break, could you do my job for me? I'm going to still earn the salary, but could you just come into work for 30 days? Barbara will be like, you are crazy. Right? So, but in this industry, we work together to help people become successful. And that's a change of mindset that I really love. So as we say, we look forward to working with you. I just want to leave you with something, because to really understand what this looks like, because yes, we're in a small room, but to understand how big this is, we are not talking about selling paper hats. This is the travel industry in the United Kingdom, where we have still the strongest currency, people that travel more than anybody else, people on benefits are taking holidays. There may be some in the room right now, and that's why we say your students who have no money for books are filling up mine up and Magdalene when it's very expensive to travel. We do not do domestic flights. Maybe people like Stephen Deegan going from London to Scotland may, but he's probably the only person in the room that does domestic flights, right? If we get on a plane, we are going across the water. We are going to travel way more than many other places around the world. And we are going to be the first home-based travel agents, as it doesn't make sense to have expensive buildings with travel agents around the world, the same way Blockbusters should have bought Netflix, and Netflix, online, Blockbusters is now where? There's two types of businesses in the world. This is not me saying this, this is Bill Gates. Online businesses and out of businesses. You have an online business. The most attractive, sexy business in the world, travel. Can I get a yes? Yes. And you are the first, as you can see the size of the room, in the best country to do it. Does anybody see a life-changing opportunity? Yes. See, we didn't get an opportunity to be in the room with Bill Gates when he decided to make Microsoft. And had he told our parents, £158 to partner with me in the company I'm going to call Microsoft, who would want their parents to say yes? Yes. Knowing today that will make you a millionaire or a billionaire, nothing more, nothing less, right? Newsflash, today you are your parents. If your child or your future child could look at you right now, while you're in this room looking at this logo, Planet Marketing, knowing that in less than 1 year and 7 months, it has already created 5 and 6 figure income earners, knowing that we are too young to just become millionaires.
No, I'm not too young.
We are not too young. Knowing that this is about to get very big, would you want your child or your future child to say, Mommy, Daddy, please partner with Planet Marketing? Or what excuse will be valid, knowing that 2, 4, 6, 7 years down the line, the millionaires are going to start to show in our company, and people's lives are going to be changed through this business right here. Does that make sense? Yeah. But before we close out, ladies and gentlemen, I just have to have you hear from the gentleman solely responsible for having this room here right now, for having the people, for having the lives impacted, for having the love, the care, the investment, and the leadership to lead us to time and financial freedom, to lead us to legacy building for our families. This is the gentleman who is the founder of Planet Marketing, the gentleman who is Mr. International, because he went from Birmingham, UK to Birmingham, Alabama, traveling around the world, fighting for families just like us here in the UK. Please give me a huge standing ovation for the founder of Planet Marketing, Mr. Donald.
Salute the leadership here in the United Kingdom. Big congratulations to Errol and Velma Pollinaire. Right? We're used to saying Pollinaire. It rhymes with millionaire. Right? Definitely big salute to Mr. David DaCosta, who is the number 8 income earner in Planet Marketing worldwide. Big salute to Carol Brown, who's our first director in all of Birmingham, United Kingdom. To our director, but director maker now, Mr. Toby DaCosta, right? Proud Papa. 2-star two-star director. You know, big congratulations to John DaCosta, again, working this business on a part-time basis, getting full-time results on his way to two-star director as well. Brilliant young lady representing the females and representing businessmen and women around the world on her way to two-star director. Worked this business on a part-time basis again, you know, getting full-time results. Miss Taryn Cox. Congratulations to the number 2 income earner in all of Europe. This gentleman is the number 20 income earner in all of Planet Marketing worldwide, and just moments away from hitting his next pen level at 3-star director, which will take him even further in international ranks. You know, congratulations to Mr. Andre Sinclair. I want to have my directors in training please stand up. All my directors in training, please stand up. These individuals, again, y'all, big round of applause. Back to London, which will be very, very soon. We'll have another table over here of directors for our future directors. They have over 50 active individuals in that organization, and they will be the next directors in our company. Congratulations to our directors in training. I'm honored today. Let's give yourselves a round of applause. I'm going to sign that. Some information today, locker room information immediately following the presentation for our guests. Join us. More important, and everything in life is all about timing. Would everybody agree with that?
Yes.
Timing, but more important than timing is something called positioning. Everybody in this room today is in the right place at the right time, but how many of us are going to position ourselves? And I'm not just talking to the people that are not in the business, that we're looking to join the business, but I'm also talking to the people that's in the business. It's not the people that's not in the business that I'm going to feel sorry for. It's the people that's in the business and not taking advantage of the opportunity. There are currently, as of today, 18,800 active individuals in our company. And in the next 30 days, we will have 20,000 active agents. By August 13th, by midnight, we'll have 20,000 active agents in the world of Planet Marketing. Mr. John DaCosta went over some very important numbers on the compensation plan. That was the most aggressive compensation plan in the industry. I know because I created it to be that way. This is a 7-figure income opportunity. It doesn't mean that everybody's going to get 7 figures. But how many people like to know this is there? Just in case how much you want to get of it, right? There will be some 7-figure income earners before the end of this year. You just heard from the first, who is going to be the first $1 million income earner in Europe, Mr. David DaCosta. And you see Mr. Andre Sinclair is right behind him, followed by the rest of the directors, and that's what we're after right now. But reality is, this is not designed just for people who want to make, 6 or 7 figures. Half the foreclosures I know in America last year could have been prevented with an extra $500 a month. How many people would like to make, extra £300 to £500 a month? I went over a lot of numbers, but the most important number that I want everybody to remember today is 1343. 1343. And you'll always remember today that number, because today there's only 1,343 agents active in all of the United Kingdom. I told you there's over 17,000 of us, right, in the United States. So you add the 1,300 to the 18,000 and you come up, right, 17,000, you come up with over 18,000 active. But the important number today is, remember that right now is only 1,300 people doing this business here. That represents opportunity, right? How many people think that number's going to stay the same?
No.
How many people think that number's going to go down?
No.
How many people understand that number is going to continue to grow? How many people know that we're not going to have enough room to be in this hotel very much longer? Right? So fast forward, just take a little bit of vision. Just as I got a phone call from Shedrick White last week, who said, I'm about to go on tour with the other, Shedrick White, the #1 income earner in the company. Right? He used to be a waiter at Papa Ro's restaurant in Atlanta, Georgia. He dropped out of university. I just learned that uni today. He dropped out at Morehouse University, but now he makes more money in a month than he used to make in 2 years. And he called me excited last week because he said that he just had a conversation with the #1 income earner in Europe, and they're about to go on tour together. David DaCosta and Sugar White on tour. And he was very excited. And we started planning. I mean, that's vision. From the time, David, that we spoke, you know, about you sharing this with your family, your friends, your community. Everybody knows his glory now, but you gotta get to know his story. Everybody at this table, you know their glory, but I can't wait to get to understand the Polynesian story, because there's a story, right, of triumph, you know, from where they were to where they're going. And that's what this business is about. This vehicle is designed so people can, you know, go to the next level. Everybody's not going to become wealthy, right? But wouldn't it be nice to, again, to go to the next level and think about increase? But it's a funny thing about it, once you make an extra 500 pounds a month, you naturally want to make 1,000. And when you get to an extra 1,000, it's not enough because you want to make 2.
Yes.
And when you get to 2, you need 4. When you get to 4, it's not enough, right? Ask Sugar White right now, 60,000 a month, it's just not enough for him. Right, David? David, make it over 10 a month US. It's just not enough right now. You know why? Because you want to share that with other people. You want to help your brother, you want to help your family, you want to help those other individuals, right? When he gets to 20, it's not going to be enough. When I put that $250,000 ring on his finger, it's just not going to be enough because he wants to share that information with as many people as he can. You know, as we conquer Europe, it's not going to be enough because we're going to start looking at Africa. As we conquer Africa, it's not going to be enough because there are people in Canada and people in Asia that want to travel, right? It's just not going to be enough. Understand that this week is the first week that anybody in Europe can actually sell travel. We've been selling travel in the United States since October 2015. Because we have over 18,000 active agents, 17,000, because the other 1,000 in Europe could not sell travel until this week. Because we had 17,000 active agents in the United States, we've been able to sell over $154 million worth of travel. An opportunity that was not here in Europe prior to this week. So you'll also remember, in addition to 1,343, you'll remember the week that we started selling travel in Europe. You'll remember I got a phone call from James Farrar last week, the president and CEO of IntelliTravel. He said, Bradley, we sent out $500,000 of travel commissions this month. Travel commissions. That $500,000 wasn't present. It wasn't possible in Europe prior to this week. He also reminded me that, you know, in addition to that, for the Gold Builders, we're going to send out overrides. Just as exciting as commissions is overrides. For the Gold Builders that introduced those individuals to the business that made the travel, he sent out $72,000 last month of overrides from people who did not even participate in the travel booking process. That's a big deal. That's what we call in spite of you income. And what I'm going to be screaming around the world as I travel with my team of leaders is how to become financially independent, how to make more than you spend, right? How to gain access to more income, more cash, and better credit. Because you have more income, you have more cash, you have better credit, you have purchasing power. And that's what we're doing. That's what this opportunity is all about. And again, and we invite you to leverage the time and talent of other people. You don't have to be a David DaCosta or Andre Sinclair. You don't have to be a Taryn Cox or Carol Brown to win in this business. Just partner with them. And I didn't mean to take the energy down and get real serious on everybody today. But this is serious business, right? Because our children deserve it. As I look at the families and I listen to David talk about the Planet Pledge, that's something that I created, and it's my pride and joy now. Why? Because I have 4 beautiful children at home and a beautiful wife who deserves the best that the world has to offer, right? And as we next year ask the question, how many people cruisers do we have? When I see more than half the room stand up, I know that we are succeeding. That's an amazing opportunity to get on a cruise ship. All you can eat. Any foodies in the room like me? Y'all imagine 24-hour a day room service? And every time I get on a cruise, I wait till 1 o'clock in the morning and I test it. At 12:58, I wait till 1 a.m. and I call room service. And within about 15 minutes, I get a knock on my door. bringing me the food that I ordered to my room, all included in my price, right? And then they're gonna drop me off to 2 different islands and let me see whatever those islands that I chose, right? And put me back on the ship and let me eat some more. And when we start asking how many kids have been to Disney, whether it's Paris, Florida, or California, and those hands start going up, we know that we've done our job. More people are gonna get a chance to see this world as a result of what this leadership is doing. Yeah, because more important than our money is our time. We know how much money we have, but we don't know how much time we have, right? And how many people like to spend good quality time with their loved ones? So 2 things are gonna happen when you join this business guest. You're gonna get a chance to make money. You're gonna get a chance to see the world wholesale as opposed to retail. Had I not made a nickel in this business, it would have been the single best investment I've ever made because the education that I've received on how to navigate my family and friends throughout the world more affordably. And again, back to the Planet Pledge, because I have a beautiful family home, people want to, again, leave a will and not a bill to their children. But now, just imagine all the directors in this room spending time developing an organization of 100 people, and that income will outlast you. That's not just Mr. DaCosta, that's all 125 directors that's in our company. Those 125 are going to turn into 250, going to turn into 500, going to turn into 1,000 directors, and then we're going to turn the corner and continue to help people change lives. My favorite acronym in the world is the definition of POOR, P-O-O-R, passing over opportunities repeatedly. Anybody ever been in the right place at the right time but didn't realize it till years later? Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear my voice today, not only in the right place at the right time, but you're definitely with the right people. Thank you. Join us.